I say church for the whole thing, and then room where stage is. Occasionally, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
someone called it the sanctuary the other Saturday night, and I was like, "Oh, that's a bit. I don't like that." But
that's no good.
I don't know what to do with my hands. What am I doing with my hands?
I don't
Am
know.
I on my hands on the camera?
Just sit on them.
Until
Just have them out like this. Yeah. Be relaxed, Michael.
Relax, Michael.
Michael, come and sit on the floor. Just a floating head on the. Just weirdly half in my shot, half in that shot. I caught the train to get here.
I thought you were walking here. This is a great tragedy of transport infrastructure. I know how much Ethan likes me to talk about this. There's no train out where you live. That's stupid.
As a homeowner that doesn't like urbanisation, big fan of the lack of trains out of Bangor.
My brother in my phone is still called Trax under his name is Trax in my phone because of an argument that we had in like year 8. We're at a friend's house in Menai, and someone was like, "Oh, it's so annoying. There's no trains to Menai." And for some reason, Jarrett was like, "Well, this is why there's no train." Like, gave a very thoughtful explanation. And we were like, "Yeah, thanks, train tracks." Like, blah blah blah. Like,
we're going to Rogan levels of time here.
Oh wow!
We're going long, man. We're going long. We're here
apparently,
all
we're
day.
going for 3 hours.
We're going to talk about all the current issues and why Joel's on the wrong side of all of them. All right, enough about Cassie. Let's talk about me.
Yeah,
No, it's about her.
let's do it.
How do we start the pod?
What chips?
That's right. Where else do we start? Hot Chips, welcome back.
Yay.
Episode 201.
201.
What do they say? Is it like don't follow a good act? Is that right? So that's why we got Greaves in.
Surely Kanishka was just the opener.
What do they call it?
Out for the main event.
Is it the cooler match in wrestling?
Toilet break match.
The toilet break match.
Yeah.
So in professional wrestling, when you have like a really big match in the middle of the card, and you don't want to follow it with another big match, so you just throw out 2 nobodies to kind of just let everyone breathe.
Yeah.
This is what this podcast is. So you need a breath after the excitement of Kanishka Rafael, the Bish.
I think it's Raffle.
Raffle.
I think so.
Oh,
Pronounce it.
Raffle. Thank you for that correction, Joel.
That's all right.
It's very helpful. Kanishka Raffle.
He was great.
Raffle.
Yeah.
It was a great episode. Let's talk about your interest in wrestling, Michael.
My interest in wrestling. I love professional wrestling. It's the best.
Why do you love it?
That's
Why do you love it? Because we used to watch it when we were in high school, didn't we?
Oh, I mean, there's definitely nostalgia to it. Like, there's something about the thing you liked when you were in high school.
Just freaking smashing people.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just dudes doing flips and throwing people in the air and going through tables.
Oh,
Yeah.
TLC
The
matches.
Dudley boys putting people through tables.
Oh, the TLC 2. Remember that match we watched? Oh, that's unreal.
WrestleMania 17. The greatest WrestleMania
Has to be.
ever. Yeah.
And it was probably... We did a few pay-per-views, remember?
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Yes.
Remember we did like a couple of sleepovers?
Yeah.
And because it was on the Monday... Was it on the Monday?
It was always on...
A Monday morning?
Yes.
And then we'd go to school after it or something?
Was it on a... Yeah, because it'd be on a Sunday night. It used to be on a Sunday night in America. So it was on a Monday. So you'd hope that the Royal Rumble would line up with Australia Day because you got the day off.
Oh, very good. Welcome to Braden and Ethan, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. This year, the Royal Rumble coming live from Saudi Arabia of all places.
Is it Saudi Arabia?
Is on the 31st of January, which is the night of the gig.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So 10 p.m. After the gig.
Oh, let's
We are
go.
putting on.
After Majesty Rising
Yeah.
Yes, Majesty Rising is coming to Soul Revival
on the 31st
on
of
the
January.
31st of January. Tickets available at the door.
Yeah.
Plug there.
We've got a soul band and then wrestling.
Very solid.
Check out Soul Revival Instagram for details, I assume.
Yeah.
The place
If
to go.
this comes out before
If this comes out before there.
It will.
It'd have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. The schedule.
But if you're listening to this after,
It'll be the day
31st,
before. It'll be
then
the... Yeah.
unlucky.
Unlucky.
yeah. Next time.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it's why you got to like, subscribe, and ring the bell on YouTube.
Just smash the bell.
Smash that like button.
Actually,
Leave a comment.
Ding the bell.
Leave
Or
a comment.
Do you dong a bell or ding a bell?
You ding
You
a bell.
ding a bell.
Ding a
Ding a
bell.
bell.
Ding a bell. Leave a comment. Who is the greatest wrestler of all time? And why is it Shawn Michaels?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Why
he
you
is
going
the
Jeff Hardy. Shawn Michaels. Sweet Chin Music.
Shawn Michaels,
Just
definitely.
kick to the just a kick to the
What
face.
a great name. Sweet for the finisher.
Sweet Chin Music. Yeah. There's something about the art of professional wrestling where a man can stand there stomping his foot, signaling to the crowd that he's going to kick a guy in the chin. And the poor guy that's getting kicked has to pretend that he's dizzy.
And he didn't know.
And he didn't know when he clearly does know.
Yeah.
Because it's all scripted.
Yeah.
And then fake getting and then just drop like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
That is wonderful. I think for instead of like a cold open, can we just play a wrestling entrance
Oh,
for the start of this episode?
Michael does
Get
have
pulled.
a wrestling music entrance. It's Val Venus. Hello, ladies.
Nah, I'd go
We
with,
won't get pulled if you just play that.
I know the problem is the problem is WWE is very strict on their
On the copyright.
on the copyrights.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very protective.
I'd go with
Bobby.
I'd go with Bobby Roode's Glorious.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know who
the
Bobby
best
Roode
one.
is.
He's
Yeah.
the new one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
This really sounds like. It doesn't sound like chip lunch. It actually sounds like.
How would Bobby Roode eat his chips?
Oh,
Aggressively.
aggressively. yeah.
Throwing it back to episode 8 with Greaves.
yeah.
All the way
It's
back.
been a long time, at least. Well, do we say we released it in 2020?
2020. It was in
Wow.
COVID in the
So,
factory.
Given we're in 2026, we could say it's 6 years ago. Probably
Six
about
years
5
ago. Probably
years
5
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We Want Greaves was the last
Hashtag.
hashtag that perhaps we ever put on
Yeah.
the YouTube channel.
Do people say hashtag things now?
No.
No.
What do you need to check then? You lead youth. Surely you know that.
No. The thing that I've learned from leading youth is how far culture drifts from your understanding of culture. Like
Do
it's
tell.
oh, you just go. I think you get at some point you go, this is what culture is, and you understand it, and then you think that's how the world is,
It stays that way.
and it should stay that way.
It should.
And then suddenly,
It's like you get a handle on it.
oh, and then suddenly some kid's going 6, 7, and you're like, I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
Why are you yelling numbers at me?
Oh, what was the other one?
Skibbity toilet?
No, not Skibby Toilet. Massive.
Oh, massive.
Massive, yeah. Low taper
What
fade.
ninja got a low
Taper
taper
fade.
fade.
And just
Yeah, that one's weird.
just having to debrief after youth
Yeah.
because Eli had used the word massive in the talk.
But
And-
like, it's massive.
He was just
like-
saying, he just like in the way you would use it,
Yeah.
is in like it's something is really big,
Yeah.
and all the kids respond when they hear the word or the noise.
You know what else is massive?
Immediately.
Immediately.
And so
I in the midst of that, accidentally got that just like locked into my brain as a response to the word massive. And so I was at college with a whole bunch of people that had no idea what I was talking about. And someone said massive, and I accidentally said, you know what else is massive? and they all were like, what? Like,
my wallet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and so like part of it's actually going. I have to change my language so I'm not unhelpful. And so we're sitting around going, oh, okay, we actually have to. Like normally, it's like when you're writing a talk, maybe avoid swearing or saying something that might be euphemistic.
Maybe. I like how you said maybe avoid swearing.
I was like, maybe, avoid these things.
Yeah.
And now it's like I've got to avoid saying the number 6 and 7 in sequence.
Yeah.
Or either. Ever.
Yeah. Or, or now massive. But then suddenly you don't need to worry about it anymore because everyone's forgotten about the fact that that was a thing because
They've moved on.
language is moving and meme culture is so like the culture of youth is just the constant changing of culture.
Yeah, right.
So I feel like when we were at high school, the world didn't really change
That fast?
that fast. And so we were still making the same reference. Like we still reference Ron Burgundy from Anchorman
Yes, we do.
now, right?
We were
And-
just doing Simpsons before.
Yeah. And so we have quotes that the things that generally that we quote have some sort of reference point and some sort of meaning behind it. But now you've got, it's just call and response with teenagers. And you've just got to be on the alert for whatever the next word is,
Yeah.
so that you don't interrupt a gospel presentation by, Eli got up to do the talk and it's like, God is massive. And then the crowd's like, do you know what else is massive? And you're going, okay, cool. What do I do?
Yeah.
And Eli's in his early 20s.
Yeah, you have to be like a particularly skilled preacher to like turn that into what you were talking about.
Oh, I remember sitting in the debrief it probably took me 10 goes of hearing what people were saying was the phrase before I figured out what the phrase was, because it still doesn't.
It doesn't make.
I don't understand the video. Like, I haven't seen the video, so
Yeah. Is it like Twitch?
Yeah.
Or is it a live stream? Yeah.
live
So it's
stream.
like streamers.
Oh, is it?
quoting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for more on this, you can listen to the Shock Absorber podcast episode that we did on this.
It was a very good
culture.
episode on that one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Big fan of the shock absorber.
Oh, he's got the shirt on and everything.
He is.
shirt on.
He's number one fan, I'd say.
Number one fan.
Since the beginning.
First to comment on the YouTube algorithm.
You are, I think.
Yes. I prefer the YouTube. Prefer the video.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, why? You like looking at our faces?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Just adds to the quality of the conversation.
I thought you'd like just ads. I like the ads.
I like ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I like the
if you
ads.
get some more sponsors that are really up the quality of them.
Yeah.
Because what I really love when I listen to a podcast is an ad break in the middle of it.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Particularly the one that YouTube puts in where it like just hard cuts to different audio.
Yeah,
You're
and it's
like,
often louder than the audio.
much
And you're like,
louder.
oh, okay.
Or are you getting ads now on YouTube where it's just like this really calm music? I'm like,
Yes.
I don't even, and they're doing it to make you look at it.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, what is this?
It's like, learn piano.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
I've been getting that one too. Can you play this song on
Or do you
piano?
get like, you were telling me like, and I get this too, you get like makeup ads and stuff.
Yeah, I get stuff. Because I intentionally, if I get annoyed by ads, will start blocking them. They start getting more and more desperate. They start sending me ads for like ads that Beck would get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just get the fake video game ones.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly.
Where I'm
Yeah.
like, some dude shooting at an army of people coming towards them.
Yes,
And then it's just like, that's not actually the game. I'm like, I don't understand why you wouldn't make that game.
Yeah.
Like, what was wrong with that game? Or it's like puzzle games where the thing is very clearly being played badly
Yeah.
to make you go, oh, I could do that.
Yeah, it's like the weird rope one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I've got those ones.
I was getting
Too dumb.
I was getting feminine hygiene products for a while. Like there was Katie and I were sending each other videos and Instagram was like, oh, he's watching all these videos. He must be a woman. And so I quickly was like, no.
No, I don't get
It was
those.
that and handbags. I'm like, no way.
No.
It must be a woman.
I listen to
Must be a woman.
I listen to politics podcasts, so I'm not getting.
Yeah, straight off.
There's no women listening to the podcast that I listen to. They have lives and they do real things. They don't have time
Unlike
to sit,
you.
They don't have time to sit around and
Yeah,
listen.
they're just on not on spreadsheets like you are.
No, love a good spreadsheet, mate.
Yeah, and it's got to be Excel, right? You're not a fan of Google Sheets, right?
Google Sheets is bad, and is it Numbers?
Yeah, numbers.
Numbers is the Apple version.
I almost had a conniption the other night trying to help Ange with her.
Oh, because she's got a Mac.
Oh, she's got a Mac and she was trying to sort. So she's a teacher, so she was trying to sort out her class stuff. It had all the kids' names and things, and she just wanted it in order. She was trying to do birthday groups or something. So she's like, I want it in order of month, but not year.
Oh, she was going to create the
So you got
birthday.
like February
Yeah.
or whatever, and so you've
Yeah.
got people from both Februaries.
Yeah.
'Cause if it's a year apart, so you can't sort it by date. You got to sort it by month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, firstly, like command, it's like the command key just does my head in because it's clearly a shift key or control. Like it's like pick, come on, guys.
Command key is the best.
And then the other problem was, I was just like trying to put formulas in there, and it kept like putting pop-up things in there, and then it wasn't working, and it wouldn't tell me why. It just kept getting a red X. And I was like, what is this user interface?
I love how angry you get.
The user interface is you're wrong.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you why.
You're wrong.
And it just wipes the formula.
But
So,
it's like talking to Steve Jobs. That's why.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs is like, I don't care why it's wrong. Just fix it.
yeah, I know. Yeah. So I then opened up Excel, copied it all across to Excel, did it in Excel in like literally seconds.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this is how the world runs. if Excel,
Excel spreadsheet.
if someone hacked into Microsoft and like just destroyed Excel, like half the world would fall apart.
Wow.
So do you remember that music video it's mid-music video, this chick's on her like BlackBerry phone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she like texts someone.
It's
Oh,
it's
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 from
Nelly.
Destiny's Child.
No, it's Nelly. Yeah, but it's
Kelly Rowland
Kelly Rowland. Yeah.
and
okay.
Nelly, and she's
Yeah.
texting someone. It's not a BlackBerry. It's a.
It's like a Nokia, but it's
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
push the screen up
It
to
was
get
a.
the.
It was a. Yeah, it was a Nokia one with
Something
a thing,
like that.
and yeah, she's typing into an Excel
Excel.
document, not
and
a
he,
text.
and he doesn't reply, and she goes, "Oh," and throws the phone away. It's so
and
funny.
all the memes are like, of course she didn't reply. The writing
She
messages in
texts
Excel.
him in Excel.
Speaking of music videos, MTV
Yeah.
is over.
Yeah.
Done,
it's
done.
dead.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, is it?
It is done.
Yeah.
They on the
Thanks
31st
for the
of,
update.
on the 31st of December.
Yeah.
Or just speaking of like high school and culture,
Oh yeah,
It's
MTV.
like MTV.
Big thing for us.
Um,
Hi.
31st of December at midnight, it ceased broadcasting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
3 weeks ago.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Finished with Video Kills the Radio Star,
Nah.
which is the very first music video that
I
they
was gonna say,
played
isn't that
when
the
they launched.
That's very funny.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
way.
Someone was suggesting they should have kept going, but they just should start it, just replay it from the beginning.
Oh,
that would have been really
Because
cool.
that was in like January 1, 2026.
Yeah.
Start with Video Kill the Radio Star and then just play sequentially everything that MTV has played over the last 30 years.
30 years, yeah.
That would have been unreal.
15 years in, just get to episodes of ridiculousness over and
so
over
many-
and
so
over
many-
and over again.
Yeah. So many episodes.
Yeah.
All of the
Real World. Is that
Real
what they
World,
did? And all those reality shows that they
Yeah,
did.
that was so.
yeah. It had the first bunch of reality shows when they were
It really did. Like, it was so, like, MTV dictated a certain
Culture.
level of culture in the 80s and then a whole different level in the 90s/2000s.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the whole, like, all the music, like it running the music industry in the 80s and then the grunge era at the start of the 90s and then it going into, like, the reality TV era. Like, it dictated so much culture, like Viva La Bam and ridiculousness and all that stuff later.
Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so
Jackass
wild.
was on there. Yeah.
So
Pimp My
wild
Ride.
how much.
My ride was so good.
And I think that's the difference between now.
Yeah.
So
You got your own aquarium in your car.
exhibit.
I heard you like going to the snow. You've got a snow machine on your car.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, TV under your car.
I know
You're a mechanic. You like working on your
I
car.
know you like to be really healthy, so you got your own juice station in the back of your car.
The TV in the mud flaps.
Yeah, that one's
Nah,
crazy.
the-
I know you love going forward driving.
Yeah.
TV in your mud flaps.
Yeah. Whereas now it's like culturally, everyone's just watching their own stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas when we were growing up, it was you just watched 2 or 3 things. Like everyone was watching the same stuff,
Yeah.
and then going to the same movies and coming out, and then everyone would have the same language, and it wouldn't take much for like people slightly older or slightly younger than you to understand what you were saying because they were all experiencing the same thing too. And the idea you liked the things that older siblings liked. That was your access point to a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Was older siblings, whereas now people just have their own Twitch streamers that they follow or YouTubers that they follow or
You reckon that's why one of the reasons stuff moves on so quickly? It's because there's not, like, you don't watch something for as longer amount of time. So someone else finds something else and then you kind of glom onto that.
I think there's also just so much more content to consume.
No, that's true.
You, rather than having the one episode of Simpsons that would happen that night, and so therefore you could talk about it in the playground the next day, or Futurama.
Yep.
I have a clearer memory of like newer seasons of Futurama coming out, and it's like, okay, you watch that episode, and then on Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning at recess, like that's what you were talking about. Now it's like, well, I watched like 7 things last night, and all of them aren't the things that were on TV.
yeah. And I think so also people aren't watching them at the same time.
Yeah.
So what's happening with some of this viral stuff is it's like the flow through of people in like the cultural flow through of quotes is happening on weird delays.
Okay.
And so my niece who's 7 is saying 6'7" now,
Yeah.
and she's not on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like Remy says it.
So
Like, she's
it's
5.
but no one, but the kids who were saying it aren't saying it.
Yeah.
So it's like flown through really quick. Whereas,
It was made uncool if the young kids are saying it's not cool anymore.
yeah, but I think it's like it kind of it manages to pick up momentum, and then people, it's self-feeding to start with because people need to. So people do it. They don't get it. They find it. It kind of feeds itself for a bit, and then it just burns out because it actually doesn't mean much. Whereas we still quote The Simpsons because it's like
It means
so
everything.
much meaning.
Yeah.
oh, everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah.
I say it all the time.
Yeah.
So good.
You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
Yeah.
It's one that
Every time I answer
Into
the
the
phone,
phone, yeah.
Put it in H.
put it in H.
I love it. Put it in H.
The country that made this car doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
What
You just say,
what country is this car made in? It doesn't exist anymore.
yeah.
And then he has to give it a drive. Just push
But that's
it.
the funny thing is like, you're like, oh, brain dead, just like yelling 6'7". But then like the minute we mention one of that, it's just like bang, 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 bang. Like the quotes just come out. Like it's the same. similar
Don't
thing.
chase me. I'm full of chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long
Go
have you?
banana.
How long have you youth led, Greaves?
Oh,
Change
the subject.
Change the
Oh
subject.
no,
No.
it's connected.
that's all right.
19 years.
Yeah.
I think roughly something like that.
What would you say the biggest difference between when you started and now is?
In youth ministry or for me?
I'm
Maybe
not,
both. Maybe
I'm not
a two-parted
leading with
question.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
yeah.
difference.
I got away from Joel pretty quickly in that window. About 3 years in, I think. We diverged. I was like, I had enough of these boys. Yes.
I'm going to go back and lead Salt.
Need to grow
Yeah.
up a
I'm
little
going to coordinate Salt.
bit. Yeah.
That's that is what happened. But I don't think
Oh,
that was the reason.
I was team leader. I wasn't coordinating. Fee and
Sorry.
Society were coordinating.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So the first 3 years I was leading with Joel.
Yeah.
And then I got asked to
Oh, I should say Jared and Pete.
Jared and Pete
And Chris.
and Chris. Yes.
What a freaking lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. So Chris Stevens, who led us, very lovingly was like, do you guys want to come and do youth leading? I'll come and do it with you and show you how to do it, which is unreal. So I did, we did a year at like kind of Solly's for a bit. And then before we did,
Yeah, that's right.
because we were a little bit older. And then
We didn't lead straight out of high school.
And then we did 2 years. So we did year 7 and 8 together.
Yep.
And then I got asked to stay and team lead to help Fee and Society kind of have some more continuity.
Yeah.
Because if the leaders are following the kids through,
Yeah, they would.
and Fee and Society would stay, and they'd be the only two that would stay.
Yeah.
And so myself and Tammy, we stayed, and then the other boys took the boys through to high school. High school. So that was really cool. What's changed? Oh, well, I mean, the venues have changed. So from a back hall, like we were leading in a back kind of classic church hall setup of long rectangular room with floorboards and
Dusty
white walls.
floorboards.
Yes.
I feel like.
And no vibe. And a kind of
And so noisy.
it was very like echoing and
Reflective.
church kitchen, like very classic kind of vibes. So that was at Gymea Anglican when we were leading there. And then when we church planted, I didn't lead for a year because we didn't have a youth group, because we didn't have a venue, and probably had 3 or 4 teenagers. And then we were like, we kind of have to do something for the teenagers because like church was just meeting in a living room. And then we were at Pack for a bit, but because we were like using their space, but they were still using the space.
Yeah.
So we'd use it on Saturday nights. They'd use it on Sundays. We didn't have a youth venue. So then we were meeting in people's homes on a Friday night. And that was when Eth and Lewis and Wilco were in high school. And we started with quite a variety of different places. And then over time that dwindled pretty quickly as people were like, yeah, we love them, but
not keen to do that again.
We don't love them that much.
it was the loving sacrifice of the people that did that was amazing.
We were feral.
For 2 reasons. One, they were feral. But 2, I'm trying to think, apart from your place, Heath, most people didn't have teenagers in the youth group.
Yeah.
So I think of like Phil and Ruth, for example, they had primary age kids.
Yeah.
And they were saying they were opening up their home. Adam and Joe Darvell opened up their home, and I think Ash was in. I think Ash might have been in year 5 or 6, and the boys are younger than her. Yeah. So, like again, a church family with no immediate buy-in to the youth group, we're actually going. No. It's important for our teenagers of our church community to have a place to meet, and so we'll open up our homes to do it, which is very, very cool. And I just think the Taylors opened up their place, and an unnamed boy put a skateboard through a door and shattered a glass pane in a door in the middle of a Friday night.
It was wild. Yep.
Yeah.
They were very lovely.
So all of these people were very lovely in opening their homes. And then we got the factory at Kirrawee, and then suddenly we had
something to do youth out of.
Something to do youth out of. But again, it was the challenge of how do you use spaces that aren't designed for youth group.
Yeah.
So for those that have been at church, we have a dining room on one side and a church auditorium on the other side. We were just debating what we call the auditorium space. The sanctuary.
Sure we call it church.
Or church. We don't call it church because the people are the church.
And like we have dinner, that's part of church.
So it was like, how do you have a group of 30 rowdy teenagers in a dining room and in an auditorium space and do youth group?
Yeah.
So we did that. Then we grew. We were growing as a youth group, but one of the challenges was the culture of the youth group would be dominated by the largest age group.
Yeah.
And so the other age groups weren't growing because it was dominated. So when Ethan, his mates were there, you're like half the youth group is year 10 boys. And so year 7 girls didn't want to be in the space because it's just guys throwing chairs and rumbling and, and some of them weren't Christians. So there was, there's swearing and all kinds of stuff. And then they moved on, and then suddenly a big group of girls rocked up, and then you get a teenage boy rock up who was in, say, year 9, and he'd be like, well, this is just a group full of little girls. I don't want to be here. So we thought, why don't we bud? So we tried planting 2 youth groups out of the one and go a year 7 and 8 group and year 9, 10 group, but we only had one space.
Yeah.
So we split the church in half and did year 9 and 10 in the dining room and year 7 and 8 in the auditorium. And the year 7 and 8 kids just spent the 2 hours clawing at the glass between the 2 rooms because they just wanted to be where the older kids were.
Yeah.
So that didn't work.
But then once that year graduated out of Omega, which was the year 9 and 10 group, Omega was tiny and they wanted to be with the year 7 and 8. So it was still tricky being in one venue.
And then COVID happened.
Yeah. COVID youth.
So we did youth online.
Yeah.
So then, what system did we use?
There was kind of 2 iterations.
The first
one
we zoomed.
We did
Discord.
Zoom.
We zoomed.
And the second one was
Discord. The second one we did Discord.
Yeah. The first one was like we'll run youth group with all the screens going at the same time, and then the second one was more like teenagers coming in and watching a live stream.
Yes.
That they could participate in.
Yes. So then youth was like in everyone's home.
Yeah. Which is so funny. You look back and it was like one of the hardest times to run youth. But we also, now I look back at it, we made so many memories.
Oh, it was awesome.
So the crew, there was a smaller crew that participated because it was hard and they were on screens all day for school and it was hard to be like, well, I'm going to log on and do more stuff that's similar to what I have to do all day. But the crew that stuck it out, we had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing and creative, and it was an opportunity for us to love the teenagers as they were going through the isolation that we all had for COVID. But again, it was an idea of people saying, how do we show people that they matter as part of our church community? so for youth, it was okay. Well, we need to give them a space where they can continue to hang out together on a Friday night with other Christians and hear the gospel.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then there was like the weird post-COVID but distance era.
Yeah.
Where we were allowed to be on site together, but had all the restrictions around masks and spacing, and going, oh, okay,
Food and
food and just kind of spending 2 hours trying to keep kids apart.
Who have just been at school all day with no restrictions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then wearing masks, and it was really hot, and that was like the social distancing, which was probably my favorite.
It was very good.
that was very funny.
Favorite.
That was Gemma
Favorite post-COVID.
activity.
Yes, was we gridded the dining room. So we cleared the dining room and we put a grid that would mean that everyone in the grid would be equally spaced away from everybody else.
Like a handball court.
So everyone was there 6 foot or whatever it was away from each other.
Yeah.
And then Gemma got up the front and led a dance class. So everyone was just dancing.
That's very
In their
clever.
square.
It was very, so she called it social distancing, which is probably one of the funniest.
At one point we were doing just like the game Just Dance, and you'd put on the video and they'd all dance that video. But one of the songs requires everyone to like pile on top of each other
And pretend to be a bike.
And we'd forgotten that detail, and suddenly social distancing, everyone's like on top of each other trying to be a bike, and it just all fell apart. It was very good though.
Yeah.
Until then it was working great.
Yeah. So we did that, and then COVID stuff kind of eased. And then just when stuff was getting back to normal, Miranda MCC
Joined the
party and said, hey, we're going through some stuff at church. Can you guys help us out? And the two things they wanted were people to come and preach on a Sunday morning and a few adults to come down and help out with the youth group. And then the help out at the youth group became kind of run the youth group. And then our relationship with MCC became kind of more permanent. And so then it became
partnership.
The partnership and the exploration of what that would look like, which then meant that this was going to be more long term. So we'd originally said we'd help for 6 months. How long has it been?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So then we had to again go, okay, as a team, what do we want to do? And so then we budded the youth team. Because we'd now picked up a second youth group. So then for myself and a few other people, we've been coming down here to MCC on a Friday night while the Kirawee group is still running. And so, it's been like just practically just change after change after change.
Yeah.
Culturally, I think because I've been running it,
Yeah.
culturally, a lot of it's been stayed the same because I don't know how to do it any differently.
Yeah.
I know culture.
Yeah. But I think,
How about an easier question
Yeah.
to kind of answer out of that? Like you were having a conversation with someone on Saturday night who was a bit nervous about light leading / youth leading.
Yeah.
And one of the points they brought up was, I don't know if my personality is the right kind of personality for leadership.
Yep.
What do you think is the biggest difference between like yourself when you started and then where are you now in terms of like what has God taught you through youth leading and changed you through 19 years
Of youth leading?
of doing something?
I think when you start, there's obviously the nervousness around stepping into a space you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
So even as someone who went to youth group as a kid, so my experience with Joel at youth group was actually in a small factory in Kirawee, which was not connected physically to the church site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it had a skate ramp and gross couches and a like a grungy cafe vibe.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of it, there'd be a gospel talk, and that was like the visible thing. But the actual ministry that was happening was a long-term, low-key relational ministry.
Yeah.
And so we mentioned Chris Stevens at the start of the discussion. So Chris led us, so he would have met us when we were 14, 15, led us through high school. We came out of high school and he said, hey, do you want to come back and do youth ministry? I'm going to go through again. So we went back again. So then so there was like 3 years while we were in high school, another 6 years while we were going through youth leading.
Yeah.
And then you do ministry with Jai, who was one of our leaders as well. So you go, and actually what was happening was friendship was the ministry.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't the skate ramp and it wasn't the cafe and it wasn't and it's not the auditorium at church or the dining room or MCC or Kirrawee. It was the commitment to friendship over a long period of time.
Exactly.
And so what I say to people who are thinking about if they're nervous about stuff is you're thinking about the visible, practical things that happen
The
functional stuff on a Friday night. And often I hear is I can't be a youth leader because I don't know how to do a talk.
Yeah.
Or I can't be a youth leader because I'm an introvert. Or I can't be a youth leader, for whatever practical skill. I can't play the guitar and ride a motorbike. Whatever the I'm not the charismatic.
Most of us by the end can do those things at the same time.
Yeah. You learn
Like
through
guitar,
osmosis.
like
Yeah, you
guitar.
turned up on a motorbike.
Yes. And where was I going with that?
Friendship.
And so what I say to people is actually what you're doing is you're just committing to being their friend.
Yeah.
And being there.
And being there.
Just
Yeah,
being
and
there.
part of being a friend is being physically present and interacting with people on a regular basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can be friends with people and not see them very often. Like that does happen. But you don't build the friendship that way.
Yeah.
Those type of relationships, there was some sort of intense time together and then you've separated for whatever reason and you can still stay in touch and be friends.
Yeah.
But it's the long-term nature of that. Whereas when you're talking about youth group, it's saying, so I say to the young crew on Friday nights, I will do two things. I will commit to two things on a Friday night. One is I will be here on a Friday night and I'm offering to be a friend. And the second one is part of my friendship, I'm going to tell you about how much I like Jesus.
Yeah.
So you can take that or leave it. And you can take parts of it if you want to. So some kids will come on a Friday night because we do fun stuff. Some kids will come on a Friday night because they don't have anything better to do. And some kids will come because they are looking for friendship. And maybe those first lot of kids will find the friendship as they come along. But that's the offer. And so when someone says, I'm too much of an introvert, I say, well, that's cool. Lots of conversations happen sitting on a chair. Yep. Like you can sit on a lounge and someone will at some point will sit next to you and you say, hi, I'm Greaves. Nice to meet you. Do you want to be friends? And they're like, no, you weirdo. What are you talking about? And I go, okay, cool. And then they will run off and do something and then they come back next week. And I think at Miranda at the moment, like I'll give a huge shout out to Alana. She has been coming down with me. So it's, at the moment, the team at Miranda is myself, Riley, Alana and Rob. And then we've been bringing down a cohort of light leaders who are in year 11 and 12. And Alana has kind of been flying solo on the girl leader front. And she just said to these girls, hey, I'm Alana. And they went, gross. And like disappeared. And Alana was like, oh, okay, that sucked. And then the next week they came back and she was like, hi, I'm Alana. And they were like, ooh. And
A bit less gross.
you know, but then the next week they came back and Alana, said hi to them all by name. And they were like, why do you know my name? And she's like, well, because I'm offering to be your friend and you told me your name, so I remembered it. And they were like, oh. And then they came back and they go, hi, Alana. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, that's
Progress.
That's progress.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it. I saw 3 of them. I now know where they hang out at Miranda, Westfield, because I went to JB Hi-Fi with Ange, and we came down the escalators, and I just hear Greaves, and I kind of didn't hear it, but Ange did, and we were like, "What?" And then these 4 teenage girls from youth ran over. They said, "Hi, Greaves," and I was like, "Oh, hi, girls," and then they went, "Bye, Greaves," and then they disappeared, and they were all because they left their KFC over on the ground,
Wow.
and I was like, "Oh, cool!" Like that was a kind of. I was like not expecting it, so I probably wasn't quite as alert
Yeah.
as I probably could have been. But it was you just going, "What am I offering them? Friendship in appropriate ways." You know, you can say hi to someone, you can remember someone's name. You know, I think it's wonderful. I think of someone like Ryan, who's one of our light leaders. He says hello to everyone at church.
He does.
By name.
By name.
Yeah, he does actually. You're right.
And he says bye to everyone by name. And I go, "Oh, isn't it amazing that someone cares enough about you to know your name?"
And I remember it.
And remember it. And just say, and pause what you're doing in the moment and say hi. And so to be honest, most youth ministry is just trying to remember everyone's names.
Yeah.
The other challenge we have at Miranda is we have 2 sets of identical twins.
Oh, really?
Yes. and they're identical. And one of the sets of twins one week came, and they're both Liverpool fans, and they had the green, like the dark green third kit. And one had the kit on, and one had a jumper on. And so I was like, "Cool, I know them." And then he took the jumper off. He had the kid underneath.
Yes.
Anyway, they left, and his mum was like, "I told them to wear something different." So,
Dude, can I ask that? 19 years.